We're speaking with Sam Vaknin. He's the author of the book Malignant Self-Love, Narcissism Revisited. And we're talking about the possibility that the President of the United States, Barack Hussein Obama, is a narcissist. So do you think that perhaps we got glimpses of his immature self when he took the Air Force One and flew right over, New York City and scared everybody, or when he took his wife out to Broadway dinner and play when the rest of the country is going through terrible financial crisis and he's living like in animal farms? Some animals are more equal than other animals?
Well, yes, narcissists are very insensitive to social cues, to circumstances, to other people's plight, because they miss empathy. They lack empathy. And empathy is the only tool we have, the only instrument we have to relate to our fellow beings. That's the only way we can put ourselves in other people's shoes. And he's incapable of that. But there are much, much worse and much more frightening signs. For instance, the fact that he flip-flops on his alleged ideals or ostensible opinions and views. He shifts positions facilely, expediently. He misrepresents facts subtly and openly. He's an opportunist. And he does not admit that he's an opportunist.
Can you give an example?
Sorry?
Can you give an example of how he's flip-flopped?
Well, numerous examples, starting with Guantanamo, campaign finance, redistricting. I mean, name it. There's if you compile a list, you'll end up with literally hundreds of campaign promises broken, and they are broken in a matter-of-fact, expedient, opportunistic manner with no apology, no explanation, no nothing.
Well, doesn't every politician do that?
Barack Obama has maligned George Bush throughout the campaign and has become a Bush imitator, a Bush proxy, by adopting most of Bush's decisions. Another thing which is very, very worrisome is that narcissists live in fantasy world. Because they believe they're omnipotent and omniscient and so on and so forth, they live in fantasy world. They can't tell fantasy apart from reality. And we see, for instance, the Barack Obama taking on a panoply, a spectrum of problems which would have perplexed and baffled someone like Roosevelt or much more capable presidents. And he has taken them on simultaneously. So he's tackling healthcare and the economy and Iran and North Korea and Russia and everything within the first 200 days of his administration. That is an unrealistic estimate of his own powers, of his own capacities and capabilities. And it will probably end badly.
But he's succeeding. He's getting bills passed right and left in a very speedy way. Things that are going to change the face of the American people, of how the government runs. He's turning America into a more socialist state. He's doing it very quickly. He's succeeding. What do you say about that?
When we say that passing laws is a success, we confuse theater with reality, appearances with substance. Passing laws has little to do with reality. The real questions are whether the economy can and does improve, whether healthcare reform will be implemented in the terrain, whether Iran listens to what he has to say, whether butchers and dictators all around the world have changed their course and have changed their attitude owing to his so-called peace gestures and so on and so forth. In reality, he has been hitherto a complete failure. On the theater stage of passing laws, grandstanding, and making statements, he is excellent because he is a narcissist.
All right,
and narcissists are very good with theater. We
have to stop there. We're going to take a break, but we're going to be right back. We're speaking with Sam Vaknin, the author of the book Malignant Self-Love, Narcissism Revisited. Is Barack Hussein Obama a narcissist? That's the question. You're welcome to call in, agree, disagree. 1-800-270-4288. We'll be right back.